What's going on, YouTube? This is Rodney with GearCore EDC, and what I got for you today is a few TWOSUNs that I've gotten, and I think one of them in here is one that I was waiting on some screws to fix an issue with some irregularities, and I got those. TWOSUN DWin99 on eBay was nice enough to send me a new spring bar and 3 new screws, and that is on the model 254. So what I have today, I have 3 TWOSUNs that I'm going to show you. I have the TS254, the TS118, and the TS161. Now the 254 is a integral slip joint. I really am digging this. I like it a lot. It's got some nice lines to it. It has a lanyard hole. Pocket clip works well in and out of pocket. I wish it was a little deeper, but I think I said in a previous video I was thinking about making a spacer to go underneath the pocket clip here to rise it up just a little bit to make it easier in and out of pocket. But you can see here in the camera the screw heads were different to begin with. There was the forward screw here in the very front had a deeper countersink on it, and you could literally see an almost a different finish also. If you want to go back and look at my other video, they were definitely different. And they sent me a new spring bar, which I did not use, but I have a spare if this one wears out. But I did replace that screw, so I have 3 extra screws now and a new spring bar if I ever need it for this knife. Sort of a quiet walk and talk on this one. This is done in M390, and this is a rattlesnake designed knife in M390, and you can see the TWOSUN made in Yingling, China. TWOSUN knives. I'm really digging this. I really like this knife. Feels good in hand. You hear the walk and talk that it's got. This is a very modern, traditional slip joint that's done integrally. I wanted to show you that. I'm really liking that. I'm digging TWOSUN's take on traditional style slip joint knives. They pretty intriguing. Next I'll show you another traditional. This is the TS161. This is done in a bone screw-on removable scale. I really like that about TWOSUN slip joints, that they offer the ability to remove the scales on, you got your other traditional style knives out there like Rough Riders or Case, or they're part of the knife, and while they are removable, I'm sure it's harder to do so. I could easily make some custom scales for this knife by taking these 2 screws here off and replacing them. It's pretty straightforward. There's a nice built-in lanyard option there. This is a titanium lined knife with an M390 blade. Nice walk and talk. And this is by designer. Get the fingerprints off of it. Need some Windex on that to clean it up. This is designed by HYD. He's a Chinese designer, I believe. You can see that the blade is an M390. Really like the feel of this knife, the way the frame sweeps back here. It makes for a nice handed purchase. Really small knife in hand. We're looking at a blade length of about, let's see, I don't have my scales out here. I thought I did. But we're looking, well, let's see. I do have my calipers here. We're looking at a blade length of about 2" 810 thou, and a frame length of 3" 680, and a blade stock of 130. It has the TWOSUN moniker there on the blade. It has a nice sharpening choil, and it has the finger pull, nail nick, whatever you want to call it. This thing has a major walk and talk to it. Nice cream colored, almost pearlescent type bone. I'm sure this is probably a bovine or cattle bone, I'm guessing. The blade centering is right down the center. The backspacer spring bar is nice and flush and uniform all the way down. Really, really liking this knife. This is definitely a keeper. You can see in my medium-sized hand that it feels the hand. It's a nice little knife. And for weight, it comes in at 2.5 ounces. And 70.8 grams. So, for a roughly 2.5 inch blade, was that 2.5? Yeah, almost a 3-inch blade. Full flat grind all the way up here to the top. Nice uniform grinding on both sides. This is just a beautiful, beautiful knife. I'm really digging this. I might have to get one in Damascus. I think they offer this in Damascus. The TS161 by TWOSUN. Quick video today because I'm tired and I cannot. One of the reasons I've been sort of staying away from the video and stuff is because sitting down, period, depending, unless I'm reclined back in a recliner or laying down, sitting is really tough for me in my back right now. Not sure the extra hours. For you guys who don't know, I'm a machinist. I stand in a machine for 12, 16 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week sometimes, and it's pretty rough on me. But I have had back surgery. I have a fusion in the back of L4 and L5. I have titanium screws and hardware and straps and PEEK, some plastic. That's got me together back there and hold me together, which the surgery has helped, but it's not the fix-all to fix all. They want to do more surgery. I have a lot of problems in my upper back between C5 and 7. The doctor said I should be on disability and shouldn't be working, but I'm a single income family, and I'm married with children, and I have mortgages and bills and car payments, and it's not an option. I gotta work, and I don't want to live off the government. I want to provide for my family. That's what dads are supposed to do, right? Anyway, this is one that I have had my eye on for quite a while, and the price could never get to where I wanted it or where I thought I could get it. And I got a real good deal on this one. This is the TS118, and it has copper inlays. Now when I got this, there's a slight little mark here on it because when I got it, the clip was set up for left-hand carry. And I don't know if you can see the little fine little mark. The camera's not going to really show it. You can sort of see it just a little bit right there. And that's where the clip portion here laid on this side. My camera's not really showing it. But these are copper inlays that come out during disassembly, and they have skeletonization done to them. And this clip is reversible for right or left carry, but tip up only. It has a non-jimped flipper tab. Blade centering is perfect right down the center. And this has an interior and exterior relief on the lock bar. It has some jimping on the back of the blade here. Nice thick blade stock. And the detent on this is almost unfailable. I'm sure I could sit here and flick it a dozen times trying to fail it. I'm going to really try. It's just the detent is perfect. And I'm sure, like I said, I could sit here and I said that I can fail it, and I won't. I have failed it since I got it. But the detent is just so good. I almost failed them. But it has detent ramps on it. I don't know if you can see them in here. You can see, let me grab one of my diamond files. You can see right here the ground detent ramp. And what that does is, for you guys, I'm sure most of you know, when you close the knife, the detent ball that's on the hardened insert in here, when it closes, it allows that blade, instead of being a squared off corner that detent ball has to overcome, it rides into that channel and makes closing simpler. And this here is, it's a drop shut. And again, I really love the Quaking-esque style of this knife. Now the blade does proportion out here towards the back, but that's the shape of the knife. You have a lot of, I wouldn't say they are micro milled, but this hash pattern of lines on the titanium. You have some extra sculpting done to the backspacer, which is also titanium. And you can see that this knife has some skeletonization on the interior frame. That's done really nice. This knife is really done well. Pocket clip works great in and out of pocket. Some of the TWOSUNs have a non-screw side, but this one has a head for a T8 on both sides of the pivot. One is a screw and one is a barrel pivot that the screw screws into. Now when you change I found this out, when you change the clip from right to left carry, you have to make sure to install the screw, because this is first before you install the clip, because this screw is one of the attributes that I like about a lot of TWOSUNs and other knives, not just TWOSUNs, is the hidden screw mount, to where this clip there is no screw visible, which I just think is aesthetically pleasing. It's a little, I wouldn't say it's a pet peeve if they don't have it, but it's something that I like. And I see some TWOSUNs, I really don't understand why they did the exterior relief on this since they have it on the interior. I'm sure that's a design cue of Max TWOSUN, if I'm saying that right, TWOSUN. Thachek. Somebody pronounce me right in there in the comment section. And this is a numbered model. It's done, this is number 211. It is done in M390. It has a little small puller there that you really can't get to when it's closed. You know, you can get your fingernail in there. I'm not sure exactly what that's there for besides aesthetics. And this is done in a stone wash, which is done really, really nice. And it has a nice grip protective area to where when you grab this knife, the purchase on it fills the hand up. I can get a full 4 fingers on it. It has a nice sharpening choil. And this is the reverse tanto with a nice upswept belly. Pretty much a continuous belly all the way from the back to the front. Somewhat straight, but not really. It's really a continuous curve up, and as it gets to about right here, it goes a little bit faster in the radius profile. We have a full blade thickness all the way to the tip. This is really a robust knife, and even though it is so thin at the edge, it's a full 4 millimeter, which is 157 thousandths. And behind the edge, we're looking at about 12 thousandths, 13 thousandths. Let me get a better measurement of that just to get it right there. All right, maybe not 12, about 15 thou behind the edge. And I don't know if that transforms all the way to the tip. It's a little thicker, trying to get it right there, you know, depending on how far you go. It's about 20 thousandths at the very tip, if I'm measuring that correctly. But this knife just feels really good in hand. I like the insight and thought process into this knife with the hardened insert. And you can see that it has a very nice relieved area here in the front that allows you to get to that lock bar. So you have a chamfer there, and then you have a chamfer on the interior, and your hand, my thumb, just naturally falls into that area. It's just so nice. I can't, you know, TWOSUNs are a great knife producer, and I know with the current world situation, you know, I've had people comment on YouTube here or there, I believe, or I see comments on YouTube, and my friends, they're my friends, and you know, I am supporting a Chinese company. I'm not going to sweat that. I'm not going to try to boycott China at the moment now, because I love the products they're selling, and I think that the Chinese people are not a bad people. I think the government and what some of the things they do and stand for are not good. But the Chinese people are not bad people. And I am supporting Americans because a lot of the designers for them are Americans or from other countries. And I'm supporting a fetish for knives that I have. I know that I also like buying knockoffs or homages or clones of other knife companies, and people frown on that too. Again, I'm an American. I can spend my money where I want to spend my money. I can support who I want to support. I can buy what I can afford. If I did not have a fetish to have many knives, I could probably cut back and afford some of the higher end knives that are going for $700, $800, $900, $1,000. Because there are many knives out there that I want that are way too expensive. With that being said, I am in the process. There is a couple knives out there that I really want, and they are above my price limit of what I feel comfortable paying. But I will be selling a few of my higher end knives that I've had for a while to fund that purchase. With that being said, stay tuned for a knife sale. I have 2 or 3 knives that are no longer made, no longer available. You rarely see them on the market. One is a Masters of Defense and one is a Gerber. Both are automatics. I do have a few others I might be adding to that. So just stay tuned for that video. Also, I know this video is rambling on. I'm going on 20 some minutes. I lost total track of where I was going with this. Oh, I have a giveaway to do. And I previously said that I was going to be giving these two knives away, these two Damascus knives, which you can see they're two different colors in the leather sheaths, very quality sheaths. If you guys think y'all would like this in a giveaway, I will, or if you would rather me give some more modern folders away, you know, leave a comment section of what you guys want in a giveaway. I had mentioned about these in a previous video. We have basically both the same knives, one in a natural bone and one in a dyed black bone. The knives themselves are both the same. They need to be cleaned and polished a little bit because they've been in storage. You can see a little bit of the colorization of the bone. I need to do some cleaning on these because they have been in storage. They are a full Damascus brass liner with the same star pattern of some sorts on there. Brass thumb studs. These were not cheap knives. I bought them individually of each other and never really used them besides collecting, and I would like to possibly give these away in a video giveaway, a subscriber video giveaway, if you guys are interested in that. If not, I can change some knives around and maybe do some TWOSUNs. If you guys are thinking I should do TWOSUNs instead, leave a comment. I will be doing a multi-giveaway, there will be 2 winners, or maybe 3, 2 or 3, because shipping gets expensive. It will be opened up internationally to the effect to where I would cover shipping cost, what I would normally pay for an American shipment. And then the winner, be it Europe or wherever you're at, the winner would cover the difference. So, you know, generally I can ship a priority mail knife package for roughly $10. So I would cover $10 worth of shipping, and an international winner would pay the difference. And as with all knives and giveaways, once the Postal Service has it, it is beyond my control of what happens to it, be it American or international. Once it leaves me, I have no control. I just did a giveaway not too long ago, and both the winners got their winnings, their prizes. We're very happy. B for Baron and Jack's. I'm at a total loss. Jack's knife. Forgive me, Jack. Anyway, he's got a YouTube channel, and I just watched him today, and I'm at a total loss for the name. Thoughts of Jack, or anyway, daggone, that was a total brain lapse. You can tell I'm tired, even though I've got some sleep. I worked 8 hours yesterday and been sleeping pretty much since, off and on. Yeah, but anyway, we'll be doing a giveaway of knives, and I got some CRJBs, 1 or 2 that I'm gonna be giving away. That was donated to my channel for me to use and review and keep or give away, along with a few stickers. And I got some Dorsey flashlight lighting products that I'm going to be giving away. Also going to be doing some reviews of those soon. It's just I haven't had time to do anything. And I am in the process of working on stickers. I have picked out a sticker. You guys can look at my new profile, whatever you call it, the avatar thing. That is going to be my sticker. It's a Celtic knotwork dude holding some swords, some knives, and it says rule number 9, always carry a knife, and Gearcore EDC nice knives or something like that. I can't remember exactly how I got it set up. I have so many different thoughts. And I had a chance that a friend of mine's girlfriend works for a company that produces stickers, and I'm in the process of trying to get those made. If that doesn't work out due to restrictions and time-wise, I will be ordering those stickers through a online service, and it's going to cost me a little more money than I anticipated, but you know, so be it. And those stickers, along with some other stickers I have and so forth, will be included. On the TWOSUN giveaway, if I end up doing TWOSUNs instead of these, if y'all would like G10s or titanium knives, if I were to have any titanium knives in the giveaway, I will give you the option to pick from a color chart, and I will anodize the knife in your choice of color or colors if you want a multi-tone or clip different, backspace or different in frame, or whatever the case may be. I will do that at no charge, because you know it's a giveaway and I would like for you to have a custom. Also, any of you guys that see anything, I will offer anodizing services to my subs and subscribers and friends. If you have something and you trust me to do something with your knife, I'll pretty much do it for next to nothing. With the thought process behind it is you'd have to cover shipping to and from, and yeah, I'm not trying to make any money. I just try to find time to do things, and I'm rambling on and probably speaking ahead of myself. Wow. Y'all have a great evening. I'm at a loss for words right now, but y'all can probably see from my last couple of videos that I'm not myself, and my pain is pretty rough. I did not weigh this 118 for you, did I? I love this knife. And real quick, back to it. If y'all have hung out this long, you're probably like, well, you didn't give anything, because I don't do any knife reviews. I'm a horrible reviewer. I am a horrible reviewer. I see other guys out there that make me look like a moron. 4-inch 264 long, metric. We're looking at 108 roughly. And for a thickness, we're looking at 582 thou. I get sidetracked, I don't think. Yeah. Weight, we're looking at somewhat of a heavy knife, not too bad. 119 grams, 4.23 ounces. That's not too bad for the knife that it is. I'm really liking the feel of this knife in hand. Feels great, no hot spots. It's definitely a keeper. This is one that will not be in a giveaway. Not saying that I'm giving away junk if I give any TWOSUNs away. It's just knives that I've gotten that I thought I'd like, and there's other ones that I want more than that one. So it's not that I'm giving away anything that is not wanted by someone else, because everybody's taste varies from knife to knife. You know, I have a lot of knives that a lot of people I'm sure won't like, but you know, so be it. I am going to be modifying the knife I got from a donation with Knife Rights, Doug Ritter's place, and I got a SOG Terminus XR in red G10 and D2 with the Knife Rights on the blade, and the action on it is, I got it better by cleaning it because I had some petroleum jelly in it, of some sort, some kind of lubricant, and it was just causing it to be sticky. But the travel point pin that the lock mechanism goes through needs some relieving done, and I got some diamond files I brought from work, a couple different shapes here, and I'm getting ready to try to do some mods on that and get that more fluid. Super easy knife. SOGs come a long way, in my opinion, because I've had SOGs over the years. I really like the design of the knife, the look of the knife, the feel of the knife, the quality of the knife, the build of the knife. It just needs to be tuned. I know the other reviewers have gotten them and have not had the issue that I had, and that's the way knives go. With any knife company, there's some that don't fit the bill per se, and I'm guessing I got one that didn't fit the bill. No worries, I'm not condemning the company. I think it's a great knife to purchase and buy. It's well worth the money. I hope people don't have the issue that I have, but I'm going to fix my issue. I'm lucky that I'm a handy guy and I can modify and tweak, and I'm a good fabricator. The one thing I suffer at when it comes to knives is I can sharpen a knife. I can get it to cut paper. I can get it to work, but I'm not as good as I want to be, and that comes with time. And that's something I'm working on, and I've tried different sharpening processes, and freehand and machine and V-blocks and V-rods, and I've tried a bunch of different stuff. I'm getting ready to purchase a TWOSUN Pro. I'm going to tweak it out and modify it and do a few things. And there's a buddy of mine, me and him are talking about knives and stuff. I'm waiting on a shipment from him for me and him to take a trip down a road of knife modding and making and fabricating and stuff. Steve Clover. So I'm looking forward to that. If you're watching, Steve, I'm waiting to hear from you. This is a knife that I modded the other day. I didn't mod, I fixed. It had a screw issue, and the previous owner had filled it full of Loctite or something, and the screw couldn't mount. But this is a Gerber multi-cam pattern and done in S30V, made in America. Really nice knife. I'm really digging this knife. Has a safety lock on it. Nice solid lockup. I just had it laying here, so I figured I'd show it to you. Because I'm rambling. I ramble. You guys know by now that I'm a rambling man. Y'all have a great day. God bless. This is Rodney with GearCore EDC. And until next time, keep the edge right. Bye now.